Well, howdy do, y'all. I'm having to do this video. Oh gosh, I moved and it got dark on you. I gotta stay in the right spot to stop the glare. I have to do it inside. It's so cold, a little wet, damp outside. So I hate doing them from in the kitchen, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So I have got one here that I hadn't seen before from Core, from their Pride series. It is their premium ale, Old Grumpy Barleywine, 10%. I believe it says 57 IBUs here. This is a special high gravity lager with plenty of malt, sweetness, and fruity esters balanced with premium English hops. At 57 IBUs, it's sort of somewhere between a traditional English barley wine and an American craft. Most American crafts are running bigger than that these days on the IBU end, but not necessarily. Oh. And let me get you the color here. It's kind of a ruby kind of color. It's kind of hard to see inside. That's why I really like doing them outside, because you really get a good shot there when I got the sun working for me, but there's no sun today. So they tell you to look for malt sweetness and fruity esters. I certainly get some plum. It's got almost like a port wine kind of feel about it on the nose. I probably have this pretty close to the right temp for drinking. I did not have it in the fridge. I had it in a cooler that didn't have any ice in it, and I had it outside. I put a few beers in there, let them sit outside overnight. So what I've got here is probably at about 45 to 50 degrees, which is probably about right for this particular beer. I like Core. They do some pretty solid stuff. They were in my market for a while and then moved out. They've got some different packaging, so I hope they make it back to Springfield. I really like them. Them and Saddlebach I really enjoy. I wish they'd get back here. Or get here. Saddlebach's never been here, but... Oh, this is nice. Yeah, it is a little sticky. It's on the malt end. It's a little sweet. It's still sticky. But again, I mean, there is a nice amount of hops on the back end to clean her up. I mentioned on the nose, I do feel those fruity esters, and it almost has a port wine feel about it, but not on the flavor. The flavor is all beer, and it's all malt. Again, it's like, you got some big sticky malt. You might get some light fruity esters on the flavor. I'm feeling it more on the nose, to be honest with you. Especially when that hops come at the end, then you really feel, those herbal, earthy hops. Those English hops, as it were. It's a nice beer. I'm a big fan of Core, as I just said. It's a sipper. This isn't a pounder. When I've talked to folks about craft beer that aren't craft beer drinkers, it's hard to make them understand that you approach a beer like this differently. You don't drink it the same way that you drink your 30-pack beer. And when I have been able to convert macro drinkers to craft beer, or at least get them to try some, it's those folks that have been kind of open to that idea that you pour, 6 to 8 ounces in a glass. You relax, and you just sit and enjoy it much like you would a glass of wine. And those that are able to grasp that concept tend to, better understand why you're paying a little more for craft beer, because of the ingredients, because of the quality. Core is wow, this thing is amazing. This is the time for a barley wine, which is why I wanted to pop this one as my first beer of the day. Because I've got a cold, dreary day. I'm sitting inside, I'm watching some movies, and this is a perfect beer for, such activities. It's not a beer you want to drink if you're going to be active, because I imagine this is going to plant my keister on a couch the rest of the day. I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer. We'll talk to you later. I tried to hit stop, but it didn't stop. I'm still talking.